Hello, a very good evening, guys, to all of you. Today, we are going to be starting off with one of the most important chapters in mathematics, which will be useful for us. The name of the chapter is going to be percentage. Okay, this lecture is basically for class 8 ICSE chapter. Okay, so we'll start off this concept. We'll be covering everything there is to know about percentages. Okay, from the basic why percentage, how to link percentage and ratios, everything will be done one after the other in this particular concept and chapter. Okay, so let's begin our class today. Firstly, what is the term percentage? Percentage is anything that is represented by a percentage sign. Okay, now percentage sign is actually nothing but 1 by 100. Okay, so if I say 10%, let me change the color of the ink to something dark. If I say 10%, it's actually nothing but 10 by 100. Okay, so okay with what is percentage, how to convert any percentages into a ratio. Similarly, if I have a ratio like this, 1 by 10, and if you want to convert it into a percentage, ratio to percentage, from ratio to percentage, we have to multiply the ratio into 100 and add a percentage sign, so it will give us the 10% back. Okay, so from percentage to ratio, divide by 100, from ratio to percentage, multiplied by 100. That's it. Okay, guys, let's continue. Okay, in this chapter, we are going to be learning about why do we need percentages, introduction, basic introduction, some useful ratios, example and understanding, and finally the synopsis. What did we learn in the entire chapter? Okay, so why do we need percentages? Percentage is one of the most important parts of arithmetic. Okay, so wherever we find any two numbers and we want to compare this number, how much percentage, like for you got 40, your friend got 30, and now you want to know that whether how much percent more did you get from your friend, or your friend wants to know how much percentage less did you get from your friend. Okay, every question relating to percentage, every question answer, every concept will be covered in this particular lecture. I'll make sure to cover everything from like how to convert any particular percentage into ratio, then how to solve each and every sum. I'll try to solve sums both in percentage like common school method and in ratio concept as well. But I like as that particular concept is not in your syllabus, so I'll be just utilizing a few sums in a normal way. Okay, let's begin. Okay, we have some videos. I think videos should be watched at the end of the class. Okay, when I need before starting of a sum, when we start out with a particular sum, if a particular sum is like important, or if I believe that that particular video is important for this particular concept, so we'll be showing the video. Rest I'll be explaining every concept to you. Okay, okay, let's see what is written over here. Percentages are essential because they provide a simple way to express proportion and comparison relative to a whole. Okay, here's why they are useful. Comparing values. Percentage allow you to easily compare different quantities on a common scale. That common scale in what? Out of 100, which helps us in understanding ratios and differences between values. So let me put down an example and make you understand. Okay, for example, I have scored 50 marks. Out of what? Out of 120. Okay. Out of 120, I've scored 50. And my friend scored 60 out of 120. Okay. Firstly, I want to know what is the percentage. What is the percentage of both of us? See, from ratio to percentage, what we have to do, multiplied by 100%. Okay. So the percentage that I have got is 50 by 120 into 100. Okay, 1010 cancel. From 2 5 6 to 25 to 3 percentage sign, so 125 by 3%, that is nothing but 41.320 to 41.67%. This is the percent that I have got. Okay. Now what about my friend? 60 by 120 into 100%. Okay. 1010 got 6. This is 2 and 2. This is 50. So my friend got 50%. Okay, this is how we are going to compare a value even if the scale is different in this particular sum, but when converting any fraction to percentage we have to multiply it by this. Okay, so as we are going to be doing more sums, we'll get a more deeper understanding about percentages. Okay, let's begin with the next portion. Now we have simplification. Okay, let's see what this particular thing is. I'll be telling you the concept of profit, loss, discount, everything. Okay, you just realize that like everything, profit, loss, discount, simple interest, compound interest, everything has percentages in it. Okay, so percentage is the backbone of all of these arithmetic chapters, and the backbone of percentages is nothing but ratio. So ratio first we have to understand deeply, after that percentages, after that rest of the arithmetics. Okay, sure. So rather than dealing with fractions or decimal percentage, simply calculations and like simply calculate and interprets are us. For example, a 20% discount is easy to understand, while a fraction 1 by 5 might require an extra mental effort. Let me do this with an example. Suppose I buy a thing for 100 rupees, okay, and I get a 20% discount. Okay, so discount is what, when you go to the shop and buy something for 100 rupees and you get 20% discount. First we'll calculate the discount, the amount of discount. Okay, how is that calculated? So 20 by 100. Okay, 20 by 100. Okay, into what? Total value. Okay, total value here is nothing but 100 only, so it is 20. Okay, so rupees 20 is discount. Now, so selling price is 100 minus 20, that is 80. Okay, so this is how we have got using percentages. Now we can solve this exact same sum using ratio, that 1 by 5. Now let me see. So 20 by 100, 0 0, 1 by 5. Okay, so 20 by 100 gives us what? Out of rupees, this is the total, this is the discount. Okay, so CP, SP, discount. Okay, so cost price is something that is 100, or here cost price is 5, so this is 5 here. Discount is 1, so selling price is what? 4, right? Okay, so if the value of 5 is 100, then what will be the value of 4? If the value of 1 is 20, what will be the value of 4? Simple, you can go from either direction. So to multiply by 20, okay, multiply by 20, multiplied by 20, and the answer comes around to be 80. That is what we have got. Okay, so if this ratio method is going to be difficult for you to understand, let's stick to the common method. Then I'll be explaining an entire video about ratio method, how to solve methods like using ratios to solve percentages. Okay, then real world application, from calculating tips to figuring out interest rates on loans, like simple interest, compound interest, everything. The rate is actually rate percentage, right? So here also percentage is going to be used. Next, in data analysis, this is exactly how we are going to calculate. For example, in a town there are 10,000 people. Okay, and I say due to uh, earthquake, okay, 10% of the entire population like perished or passed away or had any issues or problems. Okay, so from 10,000, if I decrease 10%, okay, that is 1,000, right? So next year the population will be 9,000. So 10,000 minus 1,000 is equal to 9,000. That is what. If I doing it continuously, like first year 10,000, second year increase by 10%, third year decrease by like 10%, then continuously we can do each and every step. This is known as successive percentage. Okay. Next, now financial decisions. So, for example, there are sums in which this is also present, right? So, for example, if we say a person has a salary of 5,000 rupees, so if he spends 20% of his salary on basically amenities, 20% on rent, and 40% of the rest on like clothing and luxury, then what is the amount that is remaining? This is the maximum amount of sums that can be done, and this is also going to help us in solving sums, because each and every one of these sums has percentage attached to it, and any sum that has percentage divide like percent sign, we have already discussed that percent sign is actually nothing but 1 by 100. That's it. And ratio, in case of ratio, into 100%. Okay. Check. Now, let's start out with the chapter. Now, discounts while shopping. Okay, let me first explain on a white piece of paper what is cost price, sales price, discount. Okay, sure. Okay, see, cost price, selling price, discount. Okay, and there is one more thing known as mark price, MP. Okay, I'm writing it down so that we can understand. Cost price, selling price, and this is mark price. Okay, so let me have one particular sum, let me solve everything. Okay, for example, I buy an article for 100 rupees. Okay, now I am a shopkeeper. If I buy something for 100 rupees and sell it for like with a discount of 10%, I'll be making a loss, right? So firstly, the concept of profit loss. Okay, let's go with that concept. If I buy this pen for 50 rupees and then I sell it for 60 rupees, I have 10%, like 10 rupees profit. 10 rupees profit. Buying a thing for 50 rupees and selling it for a more price than the one I have bought it, I'll be getting I'll be getting a profit. Similarly, if I buy a thing for 50 rupees and sell it for less than the cost price, then I'll be making a loss. Okay? Profit and loss concept is so natural, so natural. Like even from a small age, we go to the shops, we go everywhere. We understand there is a concept of profit and loss going on. But what does the store do? The store needs to have a profit, right? Because we are going to a mall, we are going to everywhere, and we are finding big से लिखा हुआ है store के बाहर there's a 50% discount, 60% discount, 70% discount. So where does the profit comes from? Okay, so this is how the concept of mark price comes up. Whatever we see in like pasted on the product is actually the mark price. It's not the actual cost price that the product is being formed with. Okay, let me give you an example and let's understand what that is. So if I buy an article for 100 rupees, first I will say that I bought it for 100. Let me mark up the price. That is the reason, like mark price. We are marking a price. I want to mark up the price by 50%. Okay, so do it on your own. If I mark up 100 rupees by 50%, we are getting what? We are getting rupees 150. How did that 150 come? Let's see. First, 50% of 100. So 50 by 100 into 100, that is 50. So we are adding 100 and 50, getting the price of 150. Okay, this is more or less understood. Okay, now after marking up the price, now I'm like, okay, from 100 rupees I bought it for 100 rupees, I've already like pasted a label on the product, it's for 150 rupees. Now I'll give a discount of 10%. Okay, now let's see, discount is what? 10%. Now always remember one thing, When mark price is given, discount is always calculated on mark price. When mark price is not given, discount is always calculated on the cost price. Remember? Mark price given, discount on mark price. Mark price not given, discount on cost price. Okay? Chalo. Next, 10% is a discount. What will calculate discount in mark price to mark price? Let's see. 10% of 150, 0000. So 15 rupees is the discount. Now, what is going to be the selling price? So selling price is nothing but mark price minus discount. So here mark price is 150 and discount is 15. Okay, so getting 135. C. So this kind of sums, see, one more thing is there. So if I say after the entire sum, okay, now see, this is the entirety of the concept of profit, loss, discount, everything. Okay, I bought a thing for 100 rupees, I marked it up to 150. Then I gave a 10% discount and made it, okay, 15 rupees ka discount, and then I'm selling it for 135 finally. Okay, so what is my profit? So how to understand the profit? Profit is nothing but, one second, selling price minus cost price. Okay, so selling price here is 135, cost price here is 100, so 35. Now if I want to find the profit percent, profit percent is equal to profit divided by CP into 100. Okay, now let's put the values here. Profit is 35, CP is 100 into 100%. Okay, this and this will cancel out, and the profit is nothing but 35%. Okay, so in this particular concept, we have understood everything there is to know about this chapter: cost price, selling price, discount, mark price. Okay, everything. Did you get it? So give this particular sum a minute. Try to understand. I'll be doing another sum with different units. Okay, we will not take 100 here because you might be thinking, okay, 100 by 100, that is 35. Let's take a random number. Okay, I'll take 500 or 1000, or for example, let me take something even more different. Let's take 600. Okay, the next sum. First, see this whether you are having any difficulties understanding. I'll give you 30 seconds. Sorry guys, I went to drink some water. Okay, so new page, same concept, different sum. Okay, CP, now I'll write only the shortcuts. Okay, so CP is 600. Now I'll say CP 600. Let me first write down the question, because you might be thinking, okay, everything is maintained like this. Okay, so let the CP of an Okay, this is the sum. Let the CP of an article be rupees 600. The owner marks up the price by 10%, then gives a 10% discount. Find the profit or loss percentage. Okay, so just if you have any doubts with the concept, you'll be like, okay, increase by 10%, decrease by 10%, answer is 600. Absolutely wrong. Okay, let me show you how. Okay, chalo. So cost price is 600. Increase, so mark price is what? Mark price is 10% increase. So 100, like, let me first show you the basic method only. Let me not do it directly. So 10% of 600, that is 60, plus CP. So 60 plus 600 gives you 660. Now discount 10%. So 10% of 660, that is actually the MP, 66. Okay, then finally the selling price 660 minus 66. Okay, 594. So now I bought it for 600. I'm selling it for 594. I'm making a loss, right? Loss of what? So losses of SP minus CP, that is, see, in loss the SP is always going to be lesser, right? So minus में आएगा ना आंसर. So 594 minus 600. So loss is minus 6. Okay, simple. Why do I write everything SP minus CP? Profit maybe I will write SP minus CP. So in profit the answer will be in positive. In loss the answer will be negative. This is how you will understand it is profit or loss. Okay. Don't try to mug up every particular like thing that is written in the book. Try to understand. Okay. So in case of loss or profit, I'll be writing sales price minus cost price. If the answer comes in negative, loss hoga, positive profit hoga. Khatam. Okay. Now let us, in this particular sum, let us find out what is the loss percentage. Okay. Loss percent is actually loss divided by CP into 100. Okay, so 0 0 0 0. So beautiful, he got a loss of 1%. Okay, now after this entire concept is learned by heart from you, this can be done in one step, just one step. Okay, let's see how. This particular concept I will be doing if I feel it is necessary for your school, because this is a higher class concept. I'm just doing it because we are in that particular flow, so I realize that it will be helpful for you. So I am not going to take anything in this question. Okay, I'll be like, I bought, I'll be like, there is a thing that I bought for 600 rupees. Okay, first thing I will do is marks up the price. Okay, marking up by 10% from 100. I'm marking up by 10%. Okay, next I'm doing what? I am giving a discount of 10%. So if 100 is the full value, 10% is the discount. Okay. So if we're going to solve this, we'll get the we'll get what? Let me see. Like without even doing anything, what we'll get? We'll get the selling price directly. Okay. Now let's do it. 0 0 0 0 gone. So 6 into 110 into 90 by 100. 0 0 0 0. 9 6 are 54. 54 into 11 is what? 4. 5 plus 4 9. 5. Wasn't this the selling price? Okay. So this is how we did directly. This particular concept, this thing, if you understand this very well and good, you have understood the conceptual part of the chapter. If not, like I can explain the concept to you, but it is not required for your class. Like you have to show each and every steps. Okay. So from here we can find out the losses of 6 rupees. Okay. And percentage, simple loss percentage, 6 by 600 into 100. That is 1%. Okay. This is how we find out the amount directly. And if you want to find out how to find the loss or profit percent directly, there is also a thing to solve that. Like I'm showing you everything that is possible for this particular chapter and concept. Okay. See how to find that. Okay. The thing is that profit, because we do not know if it's profit or loss, right? We do not know that. So it is going to be 10. See, 10, one is profit, so I'm writing up plus here. Okay. And then the second one, 10, but loss here, minus, one second, P plus L minus P into L by 100. This is the formula. Okay, directly. Profit is what? 10. Loss is what? Minus 10. Minus profit is 10. Loss is minus 10 by 100. Okay. So minus 10 plus 10. Game over. Minus minus plus. So 100 divided by 100. Okay. So 1%. Okay. Okay, sorry, my fault. This is plus. This is going to be plus. Okay. So profit plus loss plus profit into loss by 100. This gives us the percentage directly. And if I am writing plus here, this minus will come in the top and this will be minus 1%. Okay. So everything has its own way of doing. We have learned all the particular concept there is to learn about this. Let's head back straight to the class. Chalo. Now let's do this sum. So example, you go to a store during a sale when the items are discounted at 20%. Okay. So if the original price of the jacket is 1500, a 20% discount means you save 300 rupees. Simple. 20% discount. So 20 divided by 100 into 1500. 20 divided by 100 is 1 by 5. 1 by 5 into 1500 is going to be 300. So you pay 1200 after discount. So 1500 minus 300 gives you 1200. Next. Okay. See, in a maths exam, you score 85 marks out of 100. Okay. So 85 marks is what? 85 divided by 100 into 100. That's it, 85 marks. Okay, 85% of total marks. So I think this is very well into understandable. Next, you deposit 5,000 rupees in a bank that offers a rate of interest of 5% per annum. This is actually the concept of simple interest. I'll not be going into simple interest because it is not simple interest. So the formula for simple interest is P into R to t. Okay, so here this is known as interest, p is known as principal, this is known as rate percent, and this is the time. Okay, we just put the values over here. Let's see. SI is equal to 5000 into 5 by 100 because rate percent is there, right? Time is what? In a year. So 1, okay, 0 0 0 0 to 250 rupees. Now I had 5000, I'm adding 250. The answer is going to be amount. Amount is simple interest plus principal, that is 250 plus 5000, giving us 5250. Okay, chalo. Next, sorry, this is, oh, this is the same thing. Now population growth, I've already like made you understand this. Okay, so increase, decrease, whatever, we can solve it by percentage. Now tax, this is known as GST. GST is what if you have the concept of GST, the full form of GST is goods and service tax. Okay, so there is like SGST, CGST. SGST is state goods and service tax. CGST is central goods and service tax. Okay, so we had a lot of different taxes. Like, I'm not giving you an economics lecture, but now it's like only everything. Even if you go to a restaurant, even if you go to anywhere and everywhere, you'll see SGST and CGST bill printed. Okay, there are a few rates: 12%, 18%, 4%, 8%. Okay, depends upon the percentage on which state you are. So next, let's calculate this. So GST, we have to pay more. Okay, pay more. So when we buy a phone of 20,000, a 12% GST is added to the price. Okay, so the MRP of the phone, see, when you are buying a phone, for example, you buy an iPhone, the MRP written is 1 lakh, but it's written there excluding GST. If you include the GST now, it will become what? It will become 12% or 15%, 18%, whatever be the GST rate of that particular phone, mobile device. Okay, that will occur. So in this case, 20,000 is the price of the phone. 12% more we have to pay. So 100 plus 12 by 100, 0 0 0 0 gone. So 200 into 112. So what? 42200. Okay. Next, in a cricket match, you score 60% of your team's total run. Okay. So always in this type of sum, the total runs will be given, or your run, whatever your 60% runs is given. Let me try and solve the answer through both ways. Okay. So from the first case, 200 runs is given. So I scored 60% of the total runs. So 60% of total runs. Okay, 0 0 0 0 gone. I scored 120 runs. Now in the question, in a cricket match, if you score 60% of your team's total run, and that is 120, find total. Find total. If that is the question, okay. So 120 is actually the like total, 60% of the total. So this is 60%, but we have to find what? We have to find 100%. Okay, so next step is what? We are going to remove the percentage sign. We can cancel out percentage size only, but as this is the first time, I'm showing it to you how to do it. 120 by 60, denominator 100, that goes up. Okay, so this will be 120 into 100 by 60. Okay, first part, and second part will be simple, 100 by 100. These 200 will cancel out. That is the reason why I was telling the percentage signs will cancel each other out. Okay, so 0, 0, 6, this is 2. So 2 into 100, 200, we get the total marks, total runs, sorry. Okay, I hope you understood. Next, you attended 80% of the classes in a month. Okay, so there were 30 classes in total. For example, I change the value now, 60 classes. Okay, so what now? 80% when we remove percentage divided by 100 into 60, 0, 0, 0, 0 cancels out. 8 6 are 48. We ended 48 classes. Okay, see the fun of percentage. From 30, I have doubled it and gave it to 60. 24 double ho gaya 48. If now one, if I write here 15 classes, 15 half कर दिया, तो 80 by 100 into 15, 4, 5. What is it becoming? 12. Isn't it the half of this? Okay, so everything is linked. Everything is linked. Okay, sure. That is the reason why I'm telling these are also ratios. Ratios may be multiplied denominator by like a value, it will be increasing in the same manner. No, same thing with this as well. Okay, now this is something that I really need for myself, weight loss. You can see weight I need to lose this weight after dieting. Okay, so what is the question state? You started out with a weight of 70 kg. After a month of exercise and dieting, you lost 5% of your body fat. Okay, so my weight is here around 80 kgs and I want to lose 10% of my body fat. Okay, let's make this some more challenging. Okay, my weight is 85 and I want to lose 12% of body fat. See, now the calculation will obviously go absolutely bonkers, but still let's calculate. Okay, so what is now? I want to find out the weight after that dieting and exercise. So what? From 85 I started. I lost what? 100 minus 12%. Okay, 5 ones are 5, 6, 7, 8. So 17 divided by 20. Okay, so 17 into this is 78. No, 88. 88 plus 2 divided by 20. With 2 ka table I am getting 10. 2 ka table I am getting 44. Okay, now this I don't want to calculate the entire thing. So what I will do? I'll do this 17 into 4 into 11 by 10. 17 4, we all know 17 4 is what? Let me write it here. 2 68, 68 into 11 by 10. Okay, now this is 8. 6 plus 8, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 4, 1, 7 by 10. So my weight is now 74.8 kgs. Okay, you can use a calculator to see whether I'm doing it correctly or not. Now, this thing is something that we've already done in whatever sums we did, but still I'll be repeating everything. Okay, after repeating, I'll give you 30 seconds to watch it. Okay, okay. First, watch it, guys. First, watch it. Okay, I hope you have given this a watch. Now, let me run this over with you. Percent for every 100 already done. Percentage 8 by 100 already done. To express a given number's percent, multiply it by 100 and in the same step acha to percentage sign already done. To express a given percent into fraction, divide by 100 and in the same stream using the sign of percentage. Already done. X as a percentage of y. Now this portion I'm going to be doing with you. X as a percentage of y as a percentage of 8, x. But the fun fact is both of the answer will remain the same. Okay, before even starting, and I'm telling you, x percentage of y and y percentage of x are going to come the same. Let us do this with an example. Let me figure out a white page. Where was the white page? So what I said, what was my statement? X percentage of y is equal to y percentage of x. Okay, this was my statement. Right hand side, left hand side. Okay, chalo. Let me take a value. First, let me find out a formula. Okay, so x percent of y, xy by 100. Similarly, for this y percent of x, xy by 100. Aren't they coming the same? So we can state directly here, but still I'm not satisfied. I'll give you an example. Let's start. Let the value, I'll take again random values. Let x be 1100 and y be what? 500. Let me take arbitrary value. Okay. So that you can see how much, even if the calculation is difficult, okay, still we can solve it. Okay, so x percentage of y. Okay, so 100, 1100 percentage of y. I'm doing the left hand side first. Okay, 0 0 0 0, what we are getting? 5500. Okay, so what is this? If we are increasing the value of y 1100 times, okay, the percent 1100 times, it will become 5500. Similarly, next, right hand side, y percent, y का value is 500, तो 500 divided by 100 into value of x is 1100. 0 0 0 0 gone, तो 5500. Same answer. Thus LH is equal to RH is proved that x percent of y is equal to y percent of x. Chalo, let's move back to the class. Now there are some important ratios. You can screenshot this, you can mark this down, you can write it on a piece of paper and stick it like in your study table, across your study table, wherever you want to, because this is going to save you a lot of time. Okay. See, these are the percentages, these are the fractions. Okay. 50% half, 33, 33, 1 by third, 25%, 1 fourth, 20%, 1 fifth, 16, 6 by 7, 16.67, 1 by 6, 12.5, 1 by 8, 3 by fourth, 75, 2 by fifth, 40, 3 by 5, 60, 5 by 8, 62.5, 7 by 10, 70, 9 by 10, 90. If you have any issues with what is this, let me do some random numbers. Let me do for this and this. Okay, chalo. So 16, 6 by 7 is actually nothing but 2 by 3 in ratio. Okay, so this percentage, so 350, when the percentage sign goes away, divided by 100, 2, the 1 by 6, which is exactly what is written here, 1 by 6. Okay, similarly 12.5 to 12, 1 by 2 percent, so 2, 12 to 24 plus 5, 25 into 100, 4, 1 by 8. Okay, this is how we find this. 62.5. Okay, let's do for 62.5. 62.5 2, this is 4, 124 plus 1, so 125, 125 by 2 into 100, 25 5s are 25 4s are So 5 by 8. Okay. So we can always calculate it like this. But since this is so important and this is so frequent in sums, if you remember this, it will be much easier for you. Okay. Next, let's start off with some examples and practice. First sum. Find what percentage of 144 is 36. Okay. Let me first show you how to do this. Okay. Like before starting off with the practice, I want you all to pause the video. Try to do this on its own. Try. Even though it's wrong, it's right. Okay. Then you can check it when I'm gonna solve each and every sum. Okay. Chal. What percentage of 144 is 36? Okay. So what percentage of 144 is 36? Okay, what does this mean? If I say what percentage of 100 is 10? Okay, what percentage of 100 is 10? What will say? First, let me understand what this sum is all about. Find the percentage. Find what percentage of 144 is 36. So 36 is how many times, or how many times lesser than 144? How many times 36 should be multiplied, or how many times 144 should be divided? Okay, there is only two places of confusion, right? So what percentage of 144 is 36? Okay. 36 into 4, this is 25. The x is equal to 25. Okay, did you understand? First, let me see whether I did it correctly or not. Yes. Okay. So simple. Percentage of 144 is 36. So first one ka answer is 25%. If you did not realize what that is, simply 36 by 144 into 100% will also give you the same answer. Okay. Okay. Next. One second, please. Let me check one thing. Next. 80 is 32% of a certain number. Find the number. Okay. So 80 is 32% of a number that is x. Okay. Okay. Now x percent of y is equal to y percent of x. Okay. Chalo. So 32% of a number that is x is equal to 80. Did I do something out of the box? No. Let us find what the number is. So 8 के टेबल से directly 8 4s are 8 10s are, so the value of x is 1000 divided by 4. Okay, so 2 500 2 250. Okay, now let's find out whether 32% of 250 is 80 or not. Let's see. 32 percentage of 250, gone 5552, 16 16 into 5 gives us 80. So our answer is correct. Okay. Next, evaluate 16% of 150 minus 25% of 84 plus 8% of 550. Chalo, let's get straight into it. 16% of 150 minus 25% of 84 plus 8% of 550. Okay, so 24 minus 21 plus 44. Okay, 3 plus 44, 47. Okay, next. Okay, we have the answers here. You can check it. Next. A man spends 65% of his salary and saves 525 per month. Find his monthly salary. Okay. So let the total salary be 100%. Okay. So if he saves 65%, this is saves. Sorry. Spends लिखा है यहाँ पे. My fault. If he spends 65%, remaining is what he'll save, right? So what is that? 100 minus 65. 35%. Okay. So in the question it's written, this is what he saves. So 35%, 35% is equal to 525. Okay. 1% is equal to 525 by 35. Let's try to solve it. 7 5, the 5 is 7, 5 is 105, 7 1 5 15. Okay, so we will find out the entire monthly salary. This is the entire monthly salary, 100. So into 100 will give us 100%. Okay, so the answer is 1500. Okay, got it? Now, a number 4 is wrongly read as 4.48. Find the percentage error. Chalo. Number 4 is wrongly read as 4.48. So the error is what? 4.48 minus 4. Okay, new and original. And for new or for original. So 0.48. Now error percent. See, you will always find the error percent from the original, right? Or something that is new. Okay. So error percent is 48 by 100, not because of percentage here, because it's a decimal 0.40. That is the very reason why 48 by 100 into original was 4 into 100. Okay, gone. A percentage sign is there. 4 12, and the answer is going to be 12%. Okay, first one done. Second, in a consignment of 500 articles, 70 articles are broken. Find the percentage of the remaining article. Very easy. 500, 12 straight right remaining. 500 minus 70, that will give us 430. Okay. So percentage of the article remaining. So remaining percentage 430 divided by total, that is 500 into 100 percentage. Okay. So 0 0 0 0 5, this is 20. Okay, so last में 0 आएगा, 2 6 6. 1 second. No. 5. Sorry guys, यहाँ पर 0 नहीं आएगा. That is the reason why I percentage. So 0 0 5 2. So 86% is remaining. Okay. 1 second guys. Okay, next. Let us check the answer. So 12%, 86%. Now, next, in election between two candidates, one candidate secured 43% of total votes polled and lost the election by 4,900 votes. Find the total number of votes polled. Okay, see, total 100% people voted. Okay, now candidate A, candidate B. Okay, candidate A secured 43% of the total vote. 43%. Then candidate B will receive the rest, that is 57%. So it is saying that he lost the election by 1400 votes. तो lost मतलब क्या है? तो B minus A का जो percentage है that is equal to 4900 votes, right? Okay, so 57 minus 43%. Okay, so as I can say, it's going to be 14. So 14% is equal to 4900. Okay, let's do here only. 7 say 2, 7 say 700, 2 say 350. So 1% is 350, 100% is what? 3500. So sorry, so this is the total amount of votes polled. Okay, got it? Next, the cost of a machine depreciates. Now, what is the meaning of depreciates? When you buy something, no, when you buy a gadget, for example, you buy a car. Okay, you use the car. Okay, geri sheri sab cheez. Take it. Use the car. You want to sell it off after 5 years. You will not get the price you bought the car for, right? It will reduce in value because you have been using that car, right? Okay, so that reducing in value in mathematical terms is known as depreciation. So reducing. Okay. Chalo. Now, the cost of a machine depreciates every year by 10% of its cost at the beginning of the year. If the present cost of the machine is 10,000, find this cost after 1 year, after 2 years. Okay. Chalo. So first, after 1 year, it will be what? 100 minus 10 by 100, 0 0 0 0 gone. So 100 into 90, 9,000. So this is after 1 year. So after second year, it won't start from 10,000. Now it's already 9,000, right? 9,000 into again 90 by 100. This 90 is actually nothing but 100 minus 10 percentage. Okay, percentage खोल के I've written like this. 2 zeros gone, 2 zeros gone. 8100 is the price after 2 years. Okay. Next. Okay. Now, next sum. The number 5000 is first decreased by 10% and then increased by 20. Find the resulting number. Very easy sum. Let me show this sum via ratio if that is possible. Let's see. 10% is 1 by 10. 20% is 20 by 100 or 1 by 5. Okay, so first decreased, firstly from number 10 it reduces by 1 and becomes 9. Now in the second case, uh, from 5 it increases to 1 to 6, but we have to make sure, so I know this is going to be, but we have to make sure that both of the second year wala price is the same. So I'm multiplying the lower one with 9 and the upper one with 5. So new values are going to be 50, 45, 45 and 9 6 are 54. Now both of the middle values are same. Okay, so 50, 45, 54. Okay, so the value of 50 is nothing but that is given 5000. Okay, so into 100. Similarly, the final answer is going to be into 100, that is 5400. You can check it. Okay, this is the ratio method. but I'll be also solving it. Let's see the answer first. Okay. Now, what is this? What did they do here? It is also very easy. So 5,000 into decrease by 10% to 100 minus 10 to 90 by 100, then increased by 20%, so 120 by 100. Two zeros gone, two zeros gone, 10 10 10 10, so remaining with 5 into 9 into 120. 5 nines are 45. 45 into 100 plus 20, so 4500 plus 900, 5400. Okay, basic methods as well. Next, the number 12,000 is first increased by 15% and then further increased by 25%. Chalo, let's do directly by the method that is acceptable in school. 12,000 into increase to 115 by 100, then further increase to 125 by 100. 25 fives are 25 fours are 20 gone, so we are remaining with 120 into 115 into 5 by 4, so 4, so let's see, it is 30. Okay, so 30 into 5, 150. 150 into 100 plus 15, so 15 0 20 plus 15, 15 is 225 0, so 0 5 2 5 6 7 1. Okay, so this is the number that is going to be found out, 17,250. Okay, chalo. Next, find the percentage change in the cost of an article which first increased by 20% then decreased by, okay, original 100, original is 100, right? We have got no nothing mentioned here, so let us take first original is 10 100%. Okay, then first increases, so this is the original, first increase 20%, so 120 हो गया, sorry, so 100 से 120 हो गया because 20% increase, then decrease by 8%, so second decrease, so 120 into 8% to exo minus 8 by 100, 0 gone, this is 6, this is 5. Okay, 6 into 92 by 5, so 6 2s are 12, 6 54 55 55 by 5 will give us 110.4. तो increase from this to this हुआ, तो कितने increase हुआ, 10.4%. That's it. Okay, okay, done. Let's go next. One second guys, let me check one thing. Now, 5% of the population of a certain town was killed in a bombardment and 7% remaining died in panic. Okay, if the population of the town is now 44,175 and the population of the town at the beginning of the bombardment. Very good. In this particular thing, it is reversed. Okay, what is it? Original into 100 minus 7 by 100 into 100 minus 5 by 100 will give us 44175. This is the equation directly. The original first decreased by 5%, then decreased by 7%, getting this is the population now. Okay, So let me keep original like that only, because this is what we are going to find out, no? Original into 93 by 100 into 95 by 100 is equal to 44175. This is 19, this is 20. Okay, now see whether this is divisible by 3. Let's check. This is 12, 13, 14, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. So yes, 3, 3, 1, 3. Let's 3 ones are 3, 14, 4s are 12, 21 is 7, 2, 5. Okay, now let's check for 13 and 19. Let's do 31 first. Let's do the bigger number first. So 31 divided by 14725. 31 into 18 हो जाएगा, तो 4 4 124, तो 4 is 124, 4 5 6 7 3 2 2 5. 31 into 6 6 186, 31 7 8 19 11 217. So 7 7 217, 1 5 2 1 155. That is 31 into 5, 155. Okay, so 31 gets divided by this by 475. Okay, now it's time for 19 divided by 475. 19 twos are 38. 1 9 5 5. 95. Now original is equal to 95 into 20 into 100. Whatever is left, I put this on the top hand side. Okay, so 1000 कर देता हूँ इसको, into 1890. So 19 1 2 3 4. 1 2 3 4 3 4. This was the population. 1 second. 31 9 95 95 into 2. 1 second. 475. Okay, let me see. Uh, 95%, 7% is 125. Same. I've done some mistake in calculations probably. Okay, so you'll get 50,000. Oh, I found out the amount change that is happening. It's my fault, guys. Let us continue to the next. In an examination, 30% candidates failed in English, 35% failed in mathematics, and 27% failed in both subjects. Find percentage of total failed like this. Okay. So this type of sum, let us start doing it. Failed in English. So English, I'll write like this. English, pass, fail. Okay. So 30% candidates failed in English, 30% failed in English, so 70% passed in English. Okay. Then in maths, pass, fail. So 35% failed in maths, 35% failed in maths, so 65% passed in maths. Now, this 27% failed in both. This statement will realize that this sum cannot be solved by this way. It has to apply a Venn diagram. Okay, so let us solve using Venn diagram only. Okay, see, I'm taking this for maths and this for English. Okay, and I'm writing all the fail thing. Okay, so 30% to firstly I'll let 27% failed in both. 27% failed in both. In English, I have 30% people who fail. If 27% already failed, the remaining 3% failed. Similarly, 35% failed in maths. So 27% already failed in maths. 27, 20, 29, 30, 31, 33, 31, 35. 8% is remaining. Okay. Find percentage of total failed. So this is the percentage of total failed. What is that? 38%. I just added everything up. The one is 38%. 2% is a total passed. 100 minus 38, that is 40, 60, 62%. Then total number of candidates, if 284, 248 passed in both. This is passed in both. So 248 by 62, I need to find the total candidates, right? So 62, this 2 fours are, this is 4. So 400 candidates are there in total. Okay. Okay, same Venn diagram. Okay. So whenever there will be something like 27% failed in both, you have to apply Venn diagram only. Yeah. A's income is 10% more than B. Okay. See, A and B. If A's income is 100, B's income is 10% more than A's income is 10% more than B. Okay. So see, first we'll be always taking in account the smallest one. Smallest. Okay. So as we can see from the question only, B का कम है ना A से, that is the reason why A's income is 10% more than B. So if B is 100, A is 10% more to 110. Okay. Now how much percent is B's income less than A? Then के बाद जो आएगा, that is going to be in the denominator. Okay. Then के बाद जो आएगा denominator. Okay. So how much percent is B's income less than A? Okay. So B's income less than A. B's income less than A. I'm getting one thing that is right. तो एक आंसर ऐसे हो सकता है and one should be like this. So 100 by 11 percent can be 1. So 99, no sorry 99 क्या लिख रहा हूँ, 9 1 by 11%. If how much percent, let's see, 1 second. A's income is 10% more than B. Okay, how much percent is B's income less than A? This is the answer. 9 1 by 11%. Okay. Chalo. Next question. If the price of wheat is increased by 20% today, at what percent should it be decreased tomorrow so as to bring down the price back to the original? Okay. See. Price of wheat, let it be 100. Okay. Increased to 120 today. Okay. Now I have to make from 120 to 100 back. Okay. This is a decrease, right? So now price tomorrow 20%, what is the increase by? If the price of the wheat is increased by 20% today, to decrease tomorrow so to bring down the original. Okay. 100 से 120 हो, 120 से will turn up to 100. Okay. Now difference is what? 20. We have to reduce it by 20. 20 upon the price that we are going to reduce it on into 100. 0 0 gone. This is 6. Okay. So 100 by 6, that is going to be what? 6 ones are 6, 40, 6, 16, 4 by 6 or 16, 2 by 3. ठीक है, 16 2 by 3%. Next, a number decreased by 18% becomes 410. So a number was 100, it got decreased by 18%. So now the number is what? 72. 72 plus 18, 0, 1, 7, 8, 9. No, it is going to be 82. So now the number is 82. Okay, now this 82% is equal to 410. So 1% is what? 410 by 82. तो 41 का टेबल से डायरेक्ट आई कैन सी दिस इज डबल राइट. सो 10 2 तो 5. तो 100% और the number that we want to find out is 5 into 100, that is 500. Okay, basic unitary method. Next, okay, next, two numbers are respectively 10% and 25% more than a third number. What percent of the second number is the first number? Let's go. This is a very good sum. Okay, so first number, second number, third number. First, let's read the question. 10% more than a third number. Let the third number here be 100. So the first number is 10% more, so 110. Second number is 25% more, so 125. What percent of the second number is the first number? What percent of the second number is the first number? Okay. So 110 divided by 125 into 100. 5, 4, 5 will give us 22. So 88%. Okay. So what percent of the second number is the first number, right? So second number, okay, the first number, let me give you a small example. 10 rupees, 20 rupees. So what percent of 20 rupees is 10? So what we'll do? We'll do 10 by 20 into 100, 0, 0, 1. Okay. If you have any problem understanding this sum, try to see the explanation in the next page, but this is the basic concept. Okay. Chalo. So I think this is it for the chapter today. So we have learned everything there is to know in percentages, all the different type of sum, all the different type of concept, ratio method, profit loss discount, what is the basics, everything there is to know. If you have any issues or doubt, please do let us know. Hope to see you again in the next class. Have a great day. Bye guys.